Hey everyone, it's been a while. Uh, Apologies for that. You can tell my camera's all out of focus and everything, so bear with me a minute. I just realized that. Alright, that looks better. I'm going to give it a minute or two. We got a couple of people that are going to be popping on here with me. Completely impromptu. I know I said that we're on hiatus right now because there's some things that are going on behind the scenes that I'm trying to air out because I'm not a very good solo host. Just being honest. I'm nothing but honest. So, and here's one of our guests now, Louis, the Frenchie.
How are you? Good. Baby life is interesting. It made me understand the value of sleep.
Give me a second. I'm having an audio issue here.
No problem.
So we are kind of just slapping this one together, willy-nilly style. So a few technical issues here or there are going to happen.
Yeah, that's as expected on live shows, right?
Right.
Is it just you and me today, or is other guests?
Far as I know, just you at the moment.
All right.
Oh, I lie. We got another guest.
Oh, nice.
Hello, Ari.
Hey,
I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yep.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, that's my name, Ari.
Sweet. How's it going, man? I know we've been talking on Discord occasionally.
Yeah, it's going okay. I'm really struggling right now because on the PlayStation Store they have like an insane sale, and there's at least 7 games I'm tempted to buy.
Which ones?
Well, there's the add-on for Battlefront 2, and then there's Battlefield 1, which I bought. It was like $3.
Damn.
All these Call of Duty and Battlefield games are on sale, and then Red Dead Redemption 2 is on sale, and then like the Resident Evil games are on sale, and then Jedi Fallen Order is half off.
Damn.
So it's like, oh, I have to get that, but I also have to get the Battlefront add-on. But I also have to get Red Dead Redemption 2.
But yeah. Like I recently bought Spider-Man. Even if it's the older game, I still haven't played it. Fucking love it.
Spider-Man, the new one, is half off.
Really? How much is that?
I need
30
to
bucks.
actually play that. I have that one physically. I started it, and then Final Fantasy VII came out, and I've been obsessed. So
I think Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I've been crushing remake.
Some of the Final Fantasy games are on sale too.
Awesome. I'll have to look into that.
You use PS4?
I have all the current gens right now. I have PS4,
really?
the
Okay.
Xbox One, and the Switch.
Yeah, the sale, and I believe like the premium edition of Grand Theft Auto 5 is also half off, which is $15.
Yeah, see, I'm not a GTA fan, so that
Really?
doesn't entice me at all.
Yeah, that's my kind of thing. I just like open world stuff, and
And that's the
Everybody
funny
has their own
part.
flavor.
That's the funny part. I usually don't like open world, but I love Spider-Man. I think it's hard for me to
Yeah.
stay involved. Like GTA, I tried. Just after a while, like I give up. This is too big,
Yeah,
you know.
it feels like the same shtick where, like, Spider-Man, I'm assuming, would feel different because you're doing different missions.
Yeah, and the story is smoother, you know. There's something about the flow of even like the control layout. It feels natural. Like I like Arkham Asylum, etc., but they really push the envelope of what it could have been. And I've never finished one Arkham game. I'm at like 90% finished on this one. So
you know what would be amazing if so. Do you know how Grand Theft Auto 5 and the story there's 3 characters, and how you can, when you're in like free mode, you can switch to one of the characters and then it goes up to the sky.
Yeah.
And then you can like have drinks with them and go back. That would be cool if they did that for like a Batman or a Spider-Man game, where like you turn into Miles Morales and you can go get a drink, or it's for kids, so get a like a popsicle stick or a juice box. And well, actually, it's not a kids game. Actually, it's not. What isn't that
Well,
like?
it's teen.
It is okay, but like you could do. I think that would be cool in like a game like that.
Yeah, but if done
Looking here to
properly,
see.
If done properly.
because it's there's a lot of content. There's a lot of like the story has to weave together and mesh well, right?
That Spider-Man game is
Teen-
amazing.
Right here. T
You
for
know
teen. Blood, drug references, language, and violence.
Okay, you know who did the music for that game, right?
Nope.
It was the same guy who did. Where I believe it's the same guy who did the music for the Daredevil show.
Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's his name? Because it's amazing. And when I was playing the game, I'm like, who did this music? It's amazing. It sounds familiar. And then it was like, that's him. It's John Pesano.
Okay.
He did the music for most recently the Penny Dreadful show.
Oh, nice.
And he did Truth Be Told, which that show is really good. Not a lot of people like it. It's with Aaron Paul.
Okay.
And Octavia Spencer is the lead, and he's like this guy who was accused for murder, but might not be sure. That's like 20 years later, and she's trying to solve on this podcast, bring this back. And he's in prison, and the warden, who's his dad, is the guy from Joker who played Thomas Wayne.
Nice.
And he's really good. It's so good. And it's ironic that in the show, Aaron Paul, his character's kind of become a Nazi, but it's this whole thing where you're like, is he really a Nazi or is he just trying to fit in? And there's this whole amazing thing with like, but it's funny that he plays a Nazi in the show because in Breaking Bad, at the end, he's fighting against a Nazi. It's like it's been so long since Breaking Bad that now he's become.
Yeah, full circle, right?
Yeah, but it's really good. And Octavia Spencer, like, she should be leading more stuff. She's great.
Yeah, she really is great.
I'd love to see her be the main character in a Jordan Peele movie.
Good lord. Do we know what he's doing next?
Well,
Any
he
information?
produced Candyman, and then he's probably doing, another of his own kind of horror movie. But it's interesting that he has these great, like you said, he's not gonna have any white protagonists. I would be really, I want to know who, because Tim Heidecker was great at playing the dumb victim in the movie, like this, just the like dancing dumb white guy. I would love to see like someone like, I think Chris Evans would be great at that. Because Chris Evans.
Chris Evans was great in
Knives Out.
Knives Out. Oh my god, he was awesome.
He's so good in these
You
roles.
want to talk about a breakaway from Captain America? That's exactly what that was.
Yeah, he's like, he can be so funny. And I want to rewatch. I've seen it like once, but I saw it when it came out, and I was like 10 when it came out. Was Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
God, I feel old.
Yeah,
that scene. Not to cut you off, Ari, but that scene where Chris Evans is sitting on the couch and he's like, "Screw you, screw you, screw you, definitely screw you." Screw you.
No, it's like, and then I love like when, because it's like you're an hour through the movie and like, where's Chris Evans? And it's like they're gonna do it halfway through and then he's gonna come in and change the whole movie, which is perfect. And I love when he's like, "My mother, ladies and gentlemen," and then like they show you between him and his parents. And what's interesting is that movie. I thought it would be successful, but I didn't realize it was going to be that successful. Like this,
that ended up being like almost. I want to categorize it as a sleeper hit, but it definitely, I think, caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people. I'm like, it's interesting to me that so like this movie, like it did so well, and it's like you see he did Star Wars and then does this, and this I'm pretty sure broke more records than The Last Jedi. It didn't make as much money, but it probably broke more records. Like this movie literally, like it cost $40 million, so it's right on the line of indie movie and blockbuster. It's right on that line. $40 million, so these actors weren't getting paid like big bucks like they would on a Star Wars movie. But I think it's really interesting because when there was this theater, this baseball park here in Milwaukee that started a drive-in, and one of their first movies they played was Knives Out. Well, that just shows how popular. And now, like theaters that have reopened, it's one of the movies that are playing here at least, and it's just insane how popular it is.
Yeah, we just had Ghostbusters at our local drive-in because Ghostbusters Afterlife was supposed to be last week, and Ghostbusters the original played last week, and a lot. It wasn't just here locally; it was like nationwide. All the drive-ins went and played.
What is going on with? There's these old movies that are being re-released, but they come up, they play the same weekend in theaters all around the country, and I want to know if there's like, if the studio like tells them to do it, like Empire.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I talked with the drive-in personnel down here because I wanted to inquire on what was going to play the next weekend, thinking that maybe they would know in advance. And then they went and said that they got to get the rights from the studios to be able to play the movies.
Yeah.
So they actually have to go back and reacquire the rights to be able to play them.
So it is a planned out thing.
It sounds like at first it was a knee-jerk reaction to a bad situation, but it sounds like it started to become the status quo. This is going to be our box office for 2020, basically.
What's interesting is there's certain old movies that play this one weekend all over the country, but they were either already playing in theaters before, but the only one that only played that one weekend was Empire. They played it that one weekend and then it's done.
Ghostbusters is the same way. Ghostbusters is done. That was a one weekend thing.
I could have sworn there was a theater near me that was still playing it.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong then.
But I did go. I don't know if you guys. I've been to the theater twice.
Oh,
both times. One of the times I went with my mom, and we were the only people there. The other time I was the only person there, so it wasn't as dangerous. I mean, it's still a risk, but I was tempted to go to this theater near me, but I decided not to go because there were a lot of people going. I looked on the show times. I was going to see they were playing The Dark Knight Rises, and it was like they had 20% capacity, and it was almost full. And I'm like, I just don't know.
Well, that leads me to think, with you saying that, because I thought maybe that was just a thing here locally, that maybe Christian's right, maybe Roka's right, and that's where as soon as we start getting like your tenants and stuff, maybe there's going to be a mass exodus straight to the theater.
Yeah,
because I know a lot of people were upset about the that Tenet got pulled. Like, it's completely off the schedule now.
Did you see there was a rumor from Discover? It was a rumor that they're gonna release it in the U.S. sometime in September or the fall, but then they're gonna release it in other countries where the virus is barely there, like next month.
Yeah, they're gonna do a stagger. I heard it makes sense.
But why would they not do that?
I think they should do it the reverse. They should put it in the theaters in the countries that aren't being as severely affected. They should go with the least affected first and then move. And if we get it last, we get it last. I mean, that's the nature of the beast right now.
Well, if you work at the studio, you're doing the numbers. Why would you not do that? Why would you not that's common sense. If release it in other countries first.
Because that shows you how much power Nolan has.
So
Nolan's the one driving that ship right now. I guarantee you, Nolan.
Is he against it coming out in other countries first?
Because he wants all the money at one shot.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, that and it probably costs a lot to do overseas, right? So before you bring up the big bucks,
consider that you have to translate it.
Yeah, so it's
if you put it in France, you're gonna have to have it in French. If you put it in Spain, it's got to be in Spanish. China, Chinese.
But they've already recorded in other languages. the voiceovers, right? Don't they do that?
I honestly, I don't have that answer, to be honest. I would assume, because I would think that would be part of post.
I think Nolan needs to take a seat in a chair. I know he's against chairs, but I think he needs to take a sit down and think about the bigger picture. And, you know, it's like throwing away money. Like, he could be releasing it now in other countries and making some money. I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, or you can create a hype. You know, that's why, like, the U.S. If it does well in the U.S., it's a good indicator what it could do internationally, right? So it is a barometer and a way to maybe ensure even more money, because it's only in the U.S. right now and it's so popular. I can't wait to see it in my home country in Italy. You know, so it's a bigger risk probably doing international and doing U.S. first, because if it flops internationally, good luck making your money back in the U.S.
Well, yeah, I mean, imagine if Michael Bay, as an example, imagine Michael Bay would put one of these abysmal Transformers movies out. Yes, Ro said abysmal, so fight me.
You probably will.
What's the first one? Now, imagine you put that out here, and the rest of the world's being affected by the virus and whatnot, right? But America's fine. What the Transformers movies did absolute crap here in America. They made their money international. That's why Bay there towards the end was catering strictly to China. Like that one, not the last one, not the last night.
Is there a difference? They all melt together.
What was that before that? I can't even remember, because
Dark Moon?
It's so forgettable. But it literally was like just wall-to-wall advertisements for Chinese products. Like, that's all it was. There was a reason for that, because that's where the money was being.
Wasn't that the fourth one? The Age of Extinction?
The one that had the Dinobots.
Yeah, Age of Extinction.
Wow.
Thank you.
The one with Stanley Tucci.
Oh, that crap. Yeah, true.
I actually know I have a relative that actually knows him. Let's just say he's not the best person.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, while I got a moment here, I want to say hi to Raylan. Hi, Raylan.
Hey.
I know you can't type back to me, but I wanted to say hi. So he's a special watcher right now.
Oh, cool.
But I see my Newmans in the chat. Larry.
Oh, Newman. Larry.
How much would, like, if Tenet, you know, people say that if it come out, if drive-ins, it wouldn't make as much money, but would that, if they release it across the U.S. and drive-ins right now, would it lose as much as they're losing with the marketing and the movie not coming out?
Yeah, because there's only so much.
Lose their ass. I guarantee you.
Yeah. If you're at that point, if you're like, let's maybe release it in drive-ins, fuck it, just do it in like Netflix or Prime, or you're gonna make a lot more money. If you're, you gotta avoid like putting like mainstream stuff and just gambling on drive-ins. It makes no sense to me.
Like,
I would be so disappointed.
Fowl would have been a perfect movie. As bad as Artemis Fowl is, Artemis Fowl would have been a perfect movie to put out in the drive-ins.
Yeah.
Well, instead of putting it on digital, put it in the drive-ins. It would have been perfect.
I'm disappointed. I would be disappointed if they put it on streaming. Just as disappointed as I am in other big movies, because
Tenet won't. I guarantee you it won't.
Yeah, and it won't. But if it did, because it'd be so hurting movie theaters so much, because that's so much that movie helped movie theaters. All these big movies not coming out, that's hurting movie theaters, because that's something that could have got people in. And
the problem is 95% of the theaters in America right now are shut down.
Yeah. And God knows if there's a second wave or what else it could be happening socially. This might change our landscape of how we watch movies, and cinemas might be a thing of the past, or the way
drive-ins might make a comeback. This might be the catalyst to bring drive-ins back.
It's the type of thing you don't control. Is the social effectiveness of what we live in. Sadly, we might have to adapt.
Well, did you see in the
Go ahead.
In the UK, I read an article that there, you know, in Revenge of the Sith, the seats in the big auditorium where Palpatine speaks, in the UK, apparently they have a plan to rebuild movie theaters to make the seats like that.
Floating?
No, not floating, like the round seats. Let me look it up. Because Revenge of the Sith was trending because of that. Where is this? I can't find it.
Larry's saying it was in France. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, it was in France. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Larry says that it would go on streaming if the pandemic would be for 2 or more years. Larry, I completely disagree with you because Nolan's completely against putting stuff on streaming exclusively. He's dead set against that. He wouldn't do that.
He can get the studio to give him, I think it's 20% of the box office. If he can convince him to do that, I think he could convince him to hold off more than 2 years. If he has power,
he has. I guarantee you, he's got more power in WB than you think he does.
Yeah, but did you hear about that? That he convinced them to give him 20% of the box office?
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's Christopher Nolan. He made the Dark Knight trilogy. He made Inception. Why the hell wouldn't you give him 20%? Like you're going to keep your cash cow happy.
Not just that, like the day and age of where the director is a star, the director is the main pull to go like audience to the movie theaters is a very long gone thing. You got a couple handful, Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino, Sam Mendes. There's a couple of them.
I don't know if I'd put Sam Mendes. I don't know if he is that much.
Well, okay. Well, it really depends on your movie taste, right? But I do include him because I do find he has a voice on its own, and he does attract a certain crowd. But it goes to show still, like there's a very handful of directors that has that kind of power and attractiveness to audience to theater. So if you're one of those people,
there's only 3 I can think of off the top of my head.
Guillermo del Toro too.
Nolan, Cameron, Spielberg. That's it.
Yep. Guillermo del Toro.
George Lucas on that list anymore. As much as the
Coen Brothers on there.
Yep.
As much as it's teased that he's coming back to save Star Wars from Kathleen Kennedy, who claims that there's nothing to use as source material for other stories in Star Wars, which she will never look down in my eyes. At that moment, she just needed to go. Like, like apparently you haven't seen the EU, like, but anyhow, Lucas isn't even in there for me, and even Spielberg's starting to drop out of that list for me because Spielberg's, I mean, not to be rude or anything, he's starting to get up there, and he's not making much anymore. And the last thing I remember him making is the crappiest Indiana Jones movie in the history of movies.
He's still making movies,
but they're not making waves.
They're not notable. The last one that got any buzz that I can recall is that Indiana Jones movie.
There's also the Spy Bridge or whatever the crappy movie was.
Bridge Spies.
Yeah.
But even then, that was lackluster.
The Post and Ready Player One
movie that was lackluster.
The Post was really. I thought the Post was really good.
Yeah, but it didn't make money. It didn't have to work any buzz around it.
I guess so.
It's not the Jaws or the original Indies or like they made an impact. Now I kind of like BFG too. Like I think that was him that did it, right?
I heard that was really good, but
that was the last one that I can recall even remotely having any lukewarm buzz around it at all.
I see. I heard that thing.
Like it trailed off.
Yeah.
What do you think about, because that whole thing with the actor in West Side Story, I thought instead of replacing him, they could just say, because there's a few actors who look just like him, like they could just say he's Alden Ehrenreich and don't recast him. Just like lie. Doesn't he look like Alden Ehrenreich?
I don't even know what you're referencing because I've been out of the guy
who was in the guy who was in Baby Driver.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because there's the whole, because because he looks like Alden Ehrenreich, and he looks like Ty Sheridan.
Yeah, I can see where you're going. Okay.
A lot like Ty Sheridan.
Yeah, I'm not even I don't even know exactly what you're even referring to because I've been out of the know for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Are you excited for the Bad Batch?
I don't know what that is.
Of course, it's Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, they're doing a Star Wars show with Dave Filoni. You know, he's Clone Wars. They're doing that animation team, and they're doing a show about in the new season of the Clone Wars. There's this whole storyline at the beginning where
careful with spoilers here.
Oh yeah. Well, basically to sum it up, it's a team of mutated clones that have different sort of abilities.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be about them and what they do when the Empire takes over.
Yeah, I forgot about them. It's like I still haven't finished the latest season, but I do remember they opened up the that season. Yeah, but like, is it me or they can like pull through something that a lot more interesting and you can go a lot more diverse? Like, show us a goddamn like Sith show. I want to see the Sith of the past. I want to dive into mythology we haven't seen yet.
I would want, whether it's live action or animated, these are the two things I want: a Vader show or a Maul show. I don't care if they're live action or if they're animated, but one of those I would love to see. And I would not be against Sam Witwer playing Maul in live action. Honestly, he has the look. He's really buff and stuff. Like they could get Ray Park, but like I feel like Sam Witwer, he knows that character so well.
Sam Witwer is Darth Maul. I no disrespect to Park, but he is Darth Maul. Yeah,
I mean Ray Park, like he just didn't have anything to do with the character. He was just like, I'm a bad guy. He wasn't a character in that movie, really.
He was a prop with lightsabers.
Yeah. but he's such an interesting character when you watch Clone Wars and stuff. And it's like, why could when Dave Filoni was describing why The Phantom Menace is good, I'm like, you're describing a better movie. Like he was, I'm like, why didn't you write this movie? This sounds amazing.
It's subjective, right? It really is subjective because
I mean, it's all film is subjective,
but especially Star Wars, especially Star Wars.
Yeah,
it's just so divisive. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah,
so Ari, I didn't get a chance to ask you, where are you from?
Me, I'm from Milwaukee.
All right,
Wisconsin, and the town that JT lives.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You
ever bump into him?
Well, no. April. She works at a movie theater that I go to sometimes. I bumped into her before. She's really nice. It's like not, they live kind of like, like a small town out in the middle of nowhere. So it's kind of like not actually Milwaukee.
Okay, it's the outskirts.
Yeah. But yeah, not the best place to live. I don't love it. That's not as bad as like if I were to live in Texas or something, But it's not the best. But do you hear about the guy Eli Hayes? He was a famous like movie reviewer on Letterboxd, and he had made some movies. Well, he like died a month or two ago.
The name sounds familiar.
Eli Hayes. Well, he had short films play at these different festivals, and like Josh Trank, after he died, he's like, I was a big fan of you. I would have loved to collaborate. Look him up, Eli Hayes. Well, he had actually from Milwaukee. And apparently, he worked at the main indie theater here, which I had met him, and I didn't even know who he was until he died. And
May 2020, he died.
I thought he died in June.
May 2020.
Must have been late May.
Had to have been.
Okay. Yeah, but like
May 23rd.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but it was crazy. Like apparently the high school he went to was right by me. Like my brother has friends who knew him, and he's like famous on like movie circles online.
On his IMDb page, it says he passed away at the age of 26 from an accidental overdose.
Yeah, that's.
Now, whether or not that's true or not is up for
No,
debate
no,
because it's from an anonymous source.
that's what happened. But he had severe depression. He was making this he was making this he was going to make this short film series about sorry, my brother's putting a mask on my cat. It's kind of distracting. So,
the things that are said on the show.
Yeah. No. The mask was off. He's not suffocating him. He was just playing around. But he was making the short film, and he reached out to. I don't know if you know who Roman Arbisi is. He's a film critic. He's in all these Facebook groups for movies, but he was starting this like documentary about quarantine and people's different experiences. And I was like, I would have collaborated. I didn't even know who he was until he died, and it's so weird. I could have literally just walked like bike to wherever he lived. We live so close. It's crazy how you don't know who someone is until they're gone. It's
no easy segue from that, but the main topic of the night, and we got some international flavor here because with Louis up there in Canada. So this should be a very interesting topic. This is actually something that was thrown at me by my front desk manager at work because of me working at a hotel, and it was your favorite fast food items from your favorite fast food chains. So, and I went and I said the first thing I said was McDonald's is a steak, egg, and cheese bagel.
Well, you know that Taco Bell was voted the #1 best Mexican restaurant, not just fast food, 2 years ago. Americans, they know the truth.
I got a feeling something to say about that.
Yeah. No. Just no. If I'm sorry if you're that personality, but those people who said that should disappear for a little while and come back, reflect what they said.
Like a majority of America.
Exactly. Just go away for a couple of weeks, come back, and retaste food like it should be. Although, I'll be honest, nothing better than after 2 blunts to eat way too much Taco Bell and have gas for the rest of the week. But the best Mexican food,
Yeah, no. It was just I couldn't believe people actually it was it wasn't fast food. It was just Mexican. I mean, there has to be something better than Taco Bell.
Apparently not.
How do you choose that over Qdoba?
Well, I don't know if you guys have that in the US, but we have 3 Amigos, which is pretty big.
3 Amigos.
No? Or Carlos and Pepe.
Let me look that up. I don't think we did.
I don't think 3. I've heard of it. 3 Amigos. Oh, when I look it up, let's see what comes up. I think the movie might show up. Yeah, the movie shows up.
Well,
there's a couple. One right here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, there you go. So it is American. All right. So
Los Tres Amigos. My bad. Hang on. Google got drunk.
There's none where I live. Oh well, there's one in Illinois. There's a 3 Amigos in Illinois. But not one here. So I'd have to drive all the way there. It's not worth driving 3 hours, is it?
There you go. But Virginia's
the closest one for me.
Yeah, okay. So it's a lot more present, especially in Quebec. There's a lot of them, and it's actually decent Mexican food. It's still not authentic. It's still not it feels like grandma made it and put it in your plate, but better than Taco Bell.
Yeah, the Taco Bell near me, I never go there because the drive-through. I don't know if there's some locations of certain fast food restaurants where the drive-through always takes super long, and then if you go to a different location, it's fine. It's I don't know if the staff is just horrible. Because I went to there's this Wendy's I go to, and the line is always so long. And one time I got a Frosty, and it was all liquid, and they're like, "Oh, sir, sorry, Frosties, they're all liquid." I'm like, I literally came here for a Frosty. I literally waited here for like a half an hour, but like, yeah, Taco Bell is not that.
I work I work I work in the fast food industry, and no disrespect, Gary, I don't know you, but it's clients like you that make me want to punch people. As I understand people, I understand that like, oh, I've been waiting for half an hour, but it's like there's still nothing I can do. Like I did not decide
yeah. I didn't say that to them. I didn't say that to them. I was thinking it. It was just frustrating. I don't yell at employees. Like,
okay, good, because I take that every day. I take over escalations, and sometimes I'm like, I want $50. There was not enough pineapple on my pizza. Like, just
I know. I have there's this girl I've been talking to, and she works at a Domino's, in the inner city, and she experienced a lot of bullshit. She said,
yeah,
because there's a lot of racist customers that come in. She said, she makes a joke. I only have a certain amount of punch customers in the face cards per week.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm like, I don't know how she does it, but that's just, yeah, it's insane.
You gotta love the rush. I mean, there's something rewarding working at restaurants or in the restaurant business. It's just dealing with, like, one thing I realize is you don't mess with hungry people. Hungry people come at you so bad. But if we're going on subject here, my favorite fast food stuff, it's original from Quebec, and I'm sorry you can't find it as well made else in Quebec. I don't care if you even go in the rest of Canada. We invented it. It's poutine.
What's it called? Poutine?
Well, you've never heard of poutine, bro?
No, I'm just asking.
I've heard of it.
Is it?
But I don't know where I've heard of it from.
Isn't that the name?
I feel like I heard of that in a movie.
Isn't that the name of a food too?
Yeah, but that is the food. Poutine itself is essentially just French fries, dark gravy sauce, and curd cheese.
I had one of these last year, and it wasn't my favorite thing.
And that's why it gets a bad rap, because the cheese has to come from Quebec. There's the humidity level is specific for that squeaky cheese. You use like shredded cheese, it kills it. It goes in the sauce. The sauce has to be specific. The potatoes have to be specific types of potatoes. And I've talked to a lot of people who try, even in Japan, there's Quebec people that have stalls of poutines in Japan, but they can't get the cheese, they can't get the ingredients. It's not the same thing.
Yeah. I probably is. I don't know if this is in other states, but Rockies, the Rockies is really good.
I've never heard of that one.
No,
okay. It's probably just a Midwest thing, but I really love. I'm trying to think of something that's not only. Can it be something that's only here?
It can be whatever your favorite one is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it don't matter.
Out of town, a bigger chain is In-N-Out. That's really good, but for some reason this can be really strange. But if we're talking about sodas, the best place to get Coke is at Jimmy John's. I think it's because of their ice. The ice is so perfect. McDonald's.
Yeah, because if ice is frozen a certain way, it changes the flavor dynamic.
But
that's actually a proven thing too. That's not just some bullshit I just pulled out of my ass. That's legitly, like, it is a thing. Like when you say about people put ice in scotch or whatever, if the ice chips, it doesn't taste right from what I've been told. I don't know. I've never drank scotch a day in my life.
But at In-N-Out, I get the fries, but not normal fries. You get them crispy. I don't like just the normal fries. And then they have good burgers, and their shakes. Their shakes are good for a fast food. Like, they're not great, but if you compare them to McDonald's, it's like amazing.
I don't know maybe it's because it's a Canada McDonald's, but their milkshakes are suck in Canada, man. They are not good.
Oh, they suck here too.
Oh, yeah?
Don't worry, they do.
Well, the thing I always hated about McDonald's is that they only had vanilla ice cream. They never had chocolate. I'm like,
now we have chocolate here. We have chocolate
at
and
McDonald's.
Yeah, we have chocolate too.
chocolate and we
Really?
have strawberry.
Wait.
Yep.
Really?
And we also get Shamrock Shakes around March.
There you go. Same here.
There's if you ever come to Milwaukee, this place.
I lost the audio. I don't hear you.
Oh, can you hear
I
me
hear
now?
you. I hear him.
Can you
I
hear me
hear-
now?
I hear
Hotel?
you. I hear you. I
There.
hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
My Bluetooth screwed up.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, if you ever come here, it's not my favorite, but it's the most popular thing here is Cops. But the funny thing is the building it's in is the same building that the show Happy Days, like the restaurant there, is based off of. Like, I don't know if they actually filmed it there, but they based it off that building, which is kind of cool. But here the best custard here, which Milwaukee apparently has the most custard places in any city, like in the world, I think,
Really?
is Oscars. It's the best. It's like Larry Leach just said, "Dude, I remember going to McDonald's. Damn shake machine was busted."
All the fucking that, or we don't do it after midnight.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Oh god! Oh, shut up!
Uh,
But the best Oscars is great, the best custard. But my favorite fast food restaurant, like my favorite ice cream, is a place they only have it in like northern Wisconsin. It's called Brix, Briqs, and I just get it's soft serve like Dairy Queen, but it's the best. And I think the reason why it's so good is they probably get it from like fresh milk because it's like northern Wisconsin. It's the best, and also you could probably get access to this where you live. I don't know about in Canada, but I know you can in the U.S. Is chocolate shop ice cream with 2 P's, and it was SHOPPE, and it's you go to their website and you can find different locations from the country, but it's like the best, like not soft serve, just normal ice cream, and they have this like Zanzibar that's amazing. But it's I don't know what hotel what state you live in? Hey.
It looks like it's just a Wisconsin. Hang on. No, there's one in Pennsylvania.
You live in Pennsylvania?
Yep.
I know there's some in
I live like 5 minutes away from Little League World Series.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
Pittsburgh. Both of them are in Pittsburgh. And then there's one in Canuteville, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Canuteville?
Canuteville.
That's wow.
CONNEAUTVILLE.
That's an interesting name. So
that's okay because we have a town. We literally have town names like Blue Balls and Intercourse.
Wait, what?
And they're literally right beside each other. Not even gonna lie.
The other
I will pull a map up and I will prove it to you.
I have to fucking check that.
Last week I did a delivery. I did delivery last week to the hospital, and the doctor's name was Dr. Balls. And my coworker, who's a girl, I'm like, oh my god, it's their actual name. They're like, no way, they're laughing. I'm like, oh my god, Jesus.
Holy shit, Blue Balls exist.
Yep.
What?
And their hotel average is 3 stars, starting at $211. Oh god.
But you gotta try Chocolate Shop and tell me what you think. It's, oh my god, it's the best.
Nice. If we're going for like things that I can relate to you guys, I think my favorite fast food of all time, like Americanized, is the Baconator.
Oh, wait, I know I've heard of that.
As Wendy's.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have not had that.
Oh, like I've been like last 5 years. If I go to Wendy's, that's the only thing I take. It's a Baconator and a Frosty and a cheese nacho.
The only thing I really get is Frosties there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love Frosties. Also, Shake Shack. Have you guys been to Shake Shack?
It's not in Canada. Like
Oh.
even like just to let you know, Taco Bell. There's only 4 in Quebec. There's a lot in the whole Canada. Just the whole French language thing. Like you have to have an English menu and a French menu. We only have 4 in Quebec. So a lot of the American chains, not like we got the major ones, but the mid ones, like there's no In-N-Outs. There's no like most of the things you've been mentioning does not exist in Quebec.
Huh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, here's the other one. That's to prove.
Intercourse. Good Lord.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, 1754. They probably didn't know better, but you can still fucking rename a city. I'm just saying.
That's just it. It's not really even a city.
Is this just like the name of like one farm?
Yeah, is it
This
like?
It's like, come on down to Intercourse and have some milk.
Yeah, and I mean, like, how ironic would it be if it's like the little city before the big city? It's actually called Intercourse.
Oh my.
Oh, give me. I'll be right back in a couple. Okay.
All right.
So have you been to any
this is pretty much what it looks like in Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So
it's legit.
Yeah. That's just. Oh my God. Wait. What would you say? Would you say I went to Intercourse? How do you say I had? Oh yeah, I had Intercourse on my list. That's how you could say it. That's. Oh my God. Who was? That's yeah. There's some weird names for like it's small towns mostly, but it is crazy.
I'm sure there's more weird Pennsylvania town names that I haven't even thought of off the top of my head.
I'm trying to think. What's a weird name?
Yeah, funny Pennsylvania town names. Asylum. Balls Mills. Bala Sinwide. I don't even know if I'm even pronouncing that right. It's a Welsh village. It's named after a Welsh village.
There's a road up north that I always go past called Gun Club Road, and I think there's a gun club there. Like, you just like named your road like Gun Club.
Bath Edition. Beaver, Big Run, Bird in Hand. Burning Well. That's an interesting one. I would like to know, named after a burning oil field. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we have a California, Pennsylvania.
Have you
Climax,
been to,
Pennsylvania? I forgot about that one.
Have you been to any drive-ins?
Yeah, I have one maybe 15 minutes away from me.
Oh, cool. What are they playing this weekend?
I have like 4 of them really close.
Oh, cool. I might be going on this weekend to see Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nice.
Hike Drive-In Theater.
That's the one that's the closest to me.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, what are they playing this weekend?
Let's find out. Karate Kid and the Terminator, and The Rental and Christine.
Oh, that's cool. I saw No Country
They're
for
doing the
Old.
Blake Shelton concert this weekend.
Really? They're doing that here too. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's something like $200 to watch the concert.
TJ Miller was performing here. I think it was last weekend or this weekend. which was interesting.
That's the closest one to me.
They're playing School of Rock, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Halloween 2018, Daddy's Home, Scream, double feature School of Rock and Jurassic Park, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, and The Cabin in the Woods.
You can't go wrong with Cabin in the Woods and School of Rock. You put that as a double feature for me, and I'm down for it. Like
the Cabin in the Woods, I saw it for the first time last month. Or maybe it was this month.
Cabin in the Woods is awesome.
It's oh my god, it's crazy. That the last half hour.
One of my favorite actors in it too, Bradley Whitford. He's just
really good. Actor. That's just I just like it's just insane. Like if you show that someone for the first time.
What did I miss?
So we found another name. Climax.
Oh God.
You know,
I leave for 5 minutes and we're down a rabbit hole. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, we have Nebraska, Pennsylvania. I didn't know that. Noodle doozy.
Oh, good lord. Could you enhance the page? I can't see shit.
Yeah, give me a second here. How's that?
A bit better. Mount Joy, Nazareth. Oh, Nazareth, really?
There's a town here called Superior.
Jersey Shore is right next door to me.
There's
King of Prussia, Lover, Mars.
None of these are really funny.
Oh, they're just weird. Moscow, really?
Yep.
There's a New London here.
Huh.
And then there's a New Berlin.
Pancake. Yeah. When you have no imagination or love something way too much, like who names their town Paint?
Overshot, Panic.
Oh God.
I'm surprised Punxsutawney is actually on here because you would think that everybody knows that one.
I've never heard
Rough
of it.
and Ready. There you go. Rough and Ready, Pennsylvania.
Okay. A hotel. What's in the
Shinny? What?
Shikshinny.
But I have to be honest with you, hotel. What's in the water in Pennsylvania that makes you guys more special that you name your anyways?
Oh my god. They're in the
Tulip Valley.
Oh God. It's not Pennsylvania, I hope, right? Okay.
Virginville.
Yeah. Oh no, that's not real.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, that's
not
one.
Real.
Yes, it is.
Virginville.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Oh, nice. You know we have Gayville.
Virginville. What the hell?
There it is.
Oh, it's in. Okay. — 17 acres.
Yeah.
I'm right here. I'm right up here.
Wait, how far are you from it?
Well, let's find out. Oh, come on. 2 hours.
Okay.
It's down by Hamburg.
It's the equivalent of the drive I have to make to start going.
Well, why would you drive 2 hours if you can, lose your virginity in like a minute?
Hey, maybe they specialize in that shit.
Like, yeah, sir, do you want it well done or do you want normal?
I'm trying to find where apparently it's not close to the other ones. Yeah, we have. This is how lame we are. Okay, Right here, we have a town named Hometown.
So it's hometown town?
It's Hometown, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
That's how lame we are.
Is there a city called City in Pennsylvania, or?
Oh, I want to put it past it. I'll be honest.
Oh my god.
How did we get down this rabbit hole, by the way? I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, this is supposed to be about fast food, not Virginville.
You never know where you're going to go.
Would really want me to, because there's actually a law in a town that's really close to me. That you have to, the fire hydrant has to be inspected a half an hour before each fire. That's literally a law. Not even kidding you.
Wasn't a rule at one time in California? It was illegal to eat oranges in a bathtub. Don't ask me who the and why. Why do you come up to that conclusion? What the fuck happened with an orange in a bathtub? Like, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Oh my god! Maybe it was like Call Me by Your Name with the peach.
I don't know.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. That's
So witchcraft was first legalized in the colony of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
No man may purchase alcohol without written consent from his wife. Coasting on Beaver Street is illegal. You can't sit down while watering your lawn with a hose.
But why? Well, like,
a group.
It's illegal to put pretzels in a bag.
What? A group of 5 or more? What?
A group of 5 or more Native Americans are to be considered a raiding party and may be killed on the spot. That is literally a law in this state.
Oh, God.
But you can have 20 dumb white teenagers drunk.
And having COVID parties.
It is illegal to put pretzels in the bag.
Why? Again, why?
It is illegal to sip a carbonated drink while lecturing students in a school auditorium.
That's very specific. That's
very.
But I gotta see what that one's about. No, it doesn't say. Damn. It's illegal to have sex with a truck driver inside a tow booth.
Again, very specific.
Wait. What was it? It is illegal
to have sex with a truck driver inside a toll booth.
Okay, so if you have sex with a waitress in a toll booth is okay, but specifically
apparently
with a toll driver. Okay. Well, good to know.
Well, why are you doing it inside of a toll booth?
And why a truck driver?
No idea.
Was it like, ma'am, wanna fuck? It's been a long night. And she's like, yeah, but only if we do it in a toll booth.
And they got caught. They got caught, and someone had to say, "Look, we have to put our foot down. No more truck driver sex in toll booths."
Maybe it was so she could call her husband so he can hear that she's cheating on him.
All right, we're going your personal fantasies, Ari. Thank you.
I'm trying to think. No, that made me think of. Have you seen Doom Patrol?
I'm still trying.
That made me think of something in the first episode.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 weird, crazy laws that'll make you scratch in your head and wonder. Only state-owned liquor stores are allowed. That is legit a law for us.
That's like for us in Quebec. Rest in Canada, you can have it anywhere, but like hard alcohol, it's the SAQ. It's government controlled.
That's exactly what it is here.
And same thing for weed now too. You can only buy weed.
You may only buy one package of beer at a time unless you're at a state-owned beer distributor.
Huh.
More than 16 women may not live together in the same house because it constitutes a brothel. You may not sleep on a refrigerator outside.
Okay.
It's illegal to catch a fish with your bare hands. It is, in fact, illegal to catch a fish with any other body part other than your mouth.
Okay, so
Wait. It is in fact illegal to catch a fish with any part of your body
other than your mouth.
okay, so else in hands and mouth. What you're trying to catch you put a worm on your dick? Like what's going on?
What the fuck?
You also may not catch fish using explosives.
What?
That sounds like that's Pennsylvania. That sounds like something like. Anyways, I'm not gonna.
Hey, Karen, you got the C4?
Yeah.
You may not sing in the bathtub.
But
you may not sell cars on Sundays. And you may not sweep dirt under the rug.
Okay. The only way the car thing would make sense if it was like a neighborhood with all like Orthodox Jews, and if it was Saturday. But I can't think of any other reason. Maybe it's like everyone in the town goes to church or something.
I don't know. It's just like if anyone's listening and got one day a ticket because he swept like underneath the rug or they sold car on Sundays, please contact us and explain how that happens.
All right, here's that law again about the brothel. It is illegal to have 16 women live in a house together because it constitutes a brothel. However, up to 120 men can live together without breaking law.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
All right, wait. Are there any laws where like
Here's one for Amish.
Is there any sort of laws where like a man who's married can't be in the room alone with a woman who's married or something?
No, we're not Alabama.
But you can be alone with your sister though. But yeah, I went there.
Someone made it. I saw someone made a joke last year when Endgame came out that it was Captain Alabama.
Nice.
What if they actually like talk about the fact that that's his like great granddaughter or niece? But they are related.
Now,
I don't know the lore enough to actually follow.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
But they are. He did kiss a woman that is related to him.
Yeah.
It is what it is, I guess.
Now, this is a true law that I've always wondered about, even growing up. Though you do not need a fishing license to fish it, you do not need a fishing license to fish on your own land. You do, however, need a hunting license to hunt on your own land.
Which would make sense in a way, I guess, because it's probably more easy to endanger a species than a species that actually migrates to other parts of the country.
Let's see here. This is the one that always makes me scratch my head. It makes no sense at all. Any motorist who sights a team of horses coming toward him must pull well off the road, cover his car with a blanket or canvas that blends in with the countryside, and let the horses pass. If the horses appear skittish, the motorist must take his car apart piece by piece and hide it underneath the nearest bushes.
What? I can't to have a law pass is something like not just once happened. It has to happen multiple times and be an issue. What the fuck happened for that? Anyways.
Wait. What? Wait. Did my eyes messing with me, or did I just see? Wait, where'd it go? I thought I saw something that you can't run for governor if you've been in a duel.
Yep. If you participated in a duel, you may not run for governorship. And mind you, duels are still legal in Pennsylvania.
When you're in a debate, you go to your opponent and say, "I have the high ground, Anakin."
I still can't see anything anymore.
Right here is that one I was telling you guys about. I'll blow it up here. 1 hour, not a half an hour, 1 hour before all fires.
That's even more ridiculous.
But what about fires that are like an unintentional fire?
But how dare you not prepare the water an hour in advance? You should have known. It's called Time Machine, people. It's gonna exist.
It probably already exists.
Time travel is the most impossible thing you can get.
No one is allowed to sleep on a refrigerator. It is still illegal to buy a donkey or a mule. It is still illegal to bring a donkey or a mule onto a trolley car.
What?
I think I gotta go. It's getting a little late.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
An hour in. I think we did good. So
Yep.
This was just a lick 'em, stick 'em type thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for the invite, Hotel.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right. Take care, man.
Have a good night.
You too.